Hello, everyone, and welcome to You've Got Melex, episode 3. Woohoo! We made it to 3 episodes. So today we had a couple topics we wanted to bring up, but of course we have to start with our thoughts on Tiger King because, I mean,
It's the quarantine sensation
yeah, it's
that's sweeping the nation.
it's the only thing that's getting us through the day, like hashtag make Tiger Saw Man a number one hit. Like that song, dude. I've
So, like,
actually had it in my head.
in honor of Tiger King tigers, we've worn animal themed
Oh, yes.
shirts.
Yeah, mine, I mean, it's not tiger, but it's animal themed. So, oh wow, it's like really not liking the background here.
It's like green screen.
Yes.
Mine's
But yeah,
zebra.
we have matching shirts that we got for a trip to Disney, which has been postponed till May, and
It
we'll
happens.
yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But in the meantime, we might as well get some good use out of these shirts. Um, and we have basically like half a wardrobe of matching clothes. So
True.
you gotta just make every episode about that. Um, but yeah, so you gotta respect the Tigers, because in the end, that's really what was missing in Tiger King. Is
The
like,
tiger respect.
yeah, the respect for tigers, like because that was my thought for like half of it. I'm just sitting there like raging, like who is caring about the tigers in all of
Yeah.
this. I mean, I do still think, I mean, okay, so if you have to pick on who's the best and worst people in Tiger King, who would you choose? Like who are you rooting
Um,
for? Who are the most terrible human beings on the planet?
hmm. I think that Carol's husband, not the one that she fed to the tigers, the new one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I got like he seemed okay, but I kind of got like a little bit of a creepy vibe from him.
I
Like
yeah.
I feel like he would be friends with like Jared Kushner.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that for sure. Okay.
Um, that's not a good thing, guys.
No, it's definitely not a good thing like that. We should clarify because there are people who may not feel that way.
And then I don't yeah, just real weird. And
Mhm.
then I I don't know. I feel like he would be like if we put him on that like scale of like true neutral, chaotic neutral, like
Oh, all
those
that
things.
jazz.
Um, I don't know. I feel like he would be somewhere in that neutral column, but like
Mhm.
neutral evil or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, that husband, yeah, he's just he's definitely a weird dude. Um like I personally, if I have to choose sides, I like as much as I do believe that Carol definitely had something to do with her husband's disappearance or death. Which I try not to laugh about these things, but honestly, like it's kind of hilarious the idea that she fed him to the tigers. Like
Yeah.
that's, I'm okay with it.
Hashtag relatable.
Exactly. Like who hasn't wanted to feed someone? And like if you have tigers and you got to get rid of a cheating asshole husband,
Like that's just it makes sense. Like
yeah, that's like the ideal.
economically and like emotionally, like
Mhm.
it fits.
Yeah, and that's just like a great way to get rid of evidence. I mean, if you've seen the movie Snatch, they talk about like how pigs will eat like everything. I mean, like, or
Yeah.
you could do tigers. Like that's
Party
also if
well.
yeah, if you got tigers, might as well. Um, No, I definitely am Team Carol because I told you this. I followed Big Cat Rescue. Like I have followed them for a long time actually. They're the
Mhm.
ones who kind of got me. I don't remember a whole lot of Carol. I just remember they do like on YouTube they do like the enrichment videos
Mhm.
for the tigers and well tigers and other big cats that they have there and they'll do like bring in fun things for them based on the season. So like for they
Your
brought
hand is disappearing. Sorry.
my what?
Your hand was disappearing into the flower.
Oh, that's fun. The they brought in like turkeys or like not live turkeys, but turkeys to the tigers, and then the in the Hangover where he's like, tigers love pepper, they hate cinnamon, so they tested that out to see, which I don't think that they cared, if I remember correctly.
But the tigers were not into like the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, no. And then they did catnip, big cats loving catnip, and a lot of them did actually. Yeah, so they did a ton of fun stuff. So I used to watch those videos like religiously, and then they kind of made me more aware of like people having big cats as pets, and I'm like, I do still think that's a problem. Obviously, yeah. Carol isn't the perfect person, but who is, but I feel like the worst people in there are Jeff Lowe and Doc Antle. Like those were
what creeps.
Oh god.
Creeps.
Mm-hmm. Like Jeff Lowe, like telling his girlfriend, as soon as she has a baby, she's getting back to the gym. Like, excuse me?
Is he the one who was like, I'm picking the nanny? It was that guy, right?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's disgusting. And like, I love his whole rant. He was going on about like, I mean, what is setting someone up? If like secretly recording them and getting them to admit to a crime is setting them up, then I guess I did that. Like, yes, that is what
of setting someone up.
Like, yep, that's what that means. Yeah. And then Doc Antle, oh my god, like he's just so creepy. Yeah. Like the cult with like the women, and then encouraging them to get like breast implants, and the only reason she did it is so she could freaking sleep. Like,
yeah, it was bad.
And like referring to himself as like Bhagavan, like Lord or whatever. Like, oh yeah.
See, did you know anything, like going into watching the documentary, did you know anything about like what it was about or anything? Because I just saw like the Netflix tagline that was like murder, mayhem, so I thought for sure that Carol Baskin was going to end up dead. Like I thought
so too, actually. I thought that she was actually dead from it. So I didn't know anything about that. Like I didn't know Big Cat Rescue was involved in it, but like once they started talking about it, I was like, oh, I totally follow them. And then I saw like the John Oliver piece on Joe Exotic, and I think I actually had seen Doc Antle on like one of the talk shows previously. I didn't like know, but he showed it in his thing of like, oh, I was on all these shows or whatever.
Yeah, he was like on like Jay Leno and David Letterman and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, I think I actually saw him on those. And that's like such a weird gray area in some regards, because it's like, I do think that there is a value in having like the animal ambassadors, like that's good, but there has to be a way of like de-incentivizing it. It shouldn't be something where they're bred in captivity, like that they're yeah. And so I mean that's a whole other topic, but like I'm like, yeah, I think you can have like rescue animals be animal advocates without being like, without having to like make it a profitable business out of it. Like
it was all just so sketch. Like
yeah, because of course that's how they justify it. Like, oh, we're, what a better way. Like, oh, you want to make more tires? Well, why wouldn't we breed them? Because people are selling them and then just killing them or getting rid of them or whatever. Yeah, like.
Did you see John Oliver from last night?
I did, yeah.
Who was it? Was it Donald Trump Jr. who was like, the tiger's only $3,000 or whatever.
Oh yeah, tiger's only $2,000.
I wish I would have known.
Yeah, like, nope.
It's not the reaction that you want to have.
Not the moral of the story here. Like, that's no. It's a no. Yeah, I
But
actually,
that Joe Exotic, like, what a hot mess. Like, just
oh,
all over the place. Like,
dude. That, like,
how is this person living their lives? Like,
and then that he managed to get, no, I've seen memes of like, oh, Joe Exotic managed to marry 2 straight guys and you don't even have a boyfriend or something like that. And I was like, damn it, don't rub it in. Like, I was like, he had meth and tigers. Like, I don't have that going for me.
I mean, you have like little miniature tigers.
Truth. Like, I've been petting Bames and calling him like my little baby tiger this week. So yeah.
And I mean, like, if you really, really wanted to, you could probably go out there and get meth. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's a possibility.
I'd have to like talk to someone to talk to someone to talk to someone. I don't know. Like, I just don't, I don't think I run in any circles where it's really easy to find someone who knows how to get meth. Or I could go the Breaking Bad route and make my own. But
there's like the health factors and like the risks that you're gonna have like doing that. So like maybe you just don't.
Like, probably you're right. I think like, you know, you gotta weigh the pros and cons of these things. Like, 2 husbands who are not interested in my gender, or
but I mean, it could be a fun quarantine activity. I don't know. Like
you gotta stay busy. You gotta like keep engaging with people.
Right?
Yeah, it's like crafts basically. I'm learning a new skill. That's important. You know, I was interested in chemistry until I had a terrible teacher in high school. So, you know, maybe I need to get back into that.
Yeah.
If Walter White was my teacher, maybe I would be better at chemistry.
Yeah, maybe you would be like some kind of famous chemist.
Yeah, who knows? Could have invented, you know, like healthy meth. So
yeah.
Yeah.
The vegetables.
Yep. These are all the good takeaways from Tiger King. Like, learn how to make meth. Tigers aren't that expensive. Like, you could totally get one. Yeah. Because I totally just rewatched The Hangover this weekend just because, honestly, because it was on Netflix. But like, then I was like, oh yeah, tigers. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
Forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wearing my Hangover sweatshirt like probably like 7 days in a row.
Nice.
I'm over at my mom's house and I have been for like the extent of this quarantine or for like most of the time. And because I'm like, if I'm gonna have to quarantine, I'm gonna do it at some place that's like more than 600 square feet, like my house. But anyways, so where was I going with this?
You wearing the same sweatshirt?
Oh, so I brought a limited amount of clothing over here. So that is one of the things that I have. So I've been wearing it.
I like that you included the Disney clothes in that.
Well, I like the Disney clothes I had shipped to my mom's house. So they just never left her house because people steal packages off my doorstep. I know who you are.
Right. Oh, coming for you. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay. No, I was like, that's an interesting choice of clothes, but I mean, that's cool. Like, you do you. Yeah. I've been wearing my my sweatshirt with the cat pouch in it. Oh wow, that's showing up real well on camera. Okay. Well, whatever. It's a sweatshirt. I keep it next to me because Baines likes to come up and sit with me. We have a whole routine now for working at home. He sits in the pouch and I hold his little paws and then I work one-handed for a couple minutes until he's over it, and then yeah.
So cute.
Oh yeah.
My like work from home routine is waking up, turning on Price is Right, and turning on Google Meets, and then muting my video and my audio. and watching Price is Right for the first hour, and then watching People's Court.
Nice.
Then it's almost lunchtime, and then sometimes I'll put The Office on half the screen. This is why I was like, maybe my coworkers shouldn't listen to.
That's fair.
I did like, so for those of you who don't know, I'm a teacher, and so we're doing online school right now, and I'm a high school teacher, so I give all my kids their assignments, and then I'm available on like video chat during school hours throughout the week if they have any questions, or if they just want to talk about anything. And they hardly ever do, because they're 16 years old and they're like, I'm too cool for school. And also it's self-explanatory stuff, so they don't need my guidance with some of the stuff. And then every once in a while we'll have like a class meet where everybody logs in and we all talk together. But anyways, the other day I had a few of my students on, and I just took my dog and I put him in front of the screen, and I was like, this is your teacher now.
Important.
And they were like, what? I think they
guys.
were serious. Like, I think they thought I was like actually like, this dog is going to teach you now.
What happened to Miss Jones during quarantine? She's literally gone insane. No, next time you need to just leave him there, and then like you can just keep talking but pretend.
That's what I'm gonna do. Friday we have a big meeting with all of us together, so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna turn on the screen and it's just gonna be Milo sitting there. No, where'd you go?
I'm right here, kids. I'm an animagus now.
Maybe I should put Hogwarts as the background.
Yes! Guys, I got my Hogwarts letter finally. That would be, hey, you gotta commit.
Sorry, but speaking of Hogwarts, for health, me and my mom have been making masks, and we got some like Martyr's Map.
Oh, Martyr, yeah.
And so we've been making those. Do you want me to send you a mask?
Oh, heck yeah. Yes.
So, I'm like, it's fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I braved the grocery store yesterday because I had to get my prescription, and I was like, well, I have to get like a couple things like milk and things that I could live without, but it's a lot easier to live with. But like, as long as I'm going in, I might as well do it. And so I literally just wrapped a scarf around my face like a bunch of times, and like the whole time I'm like, I know that this is not effective, and I feel like an idiot, and I'm also like super paranoid, and I'm wearing my jacket and the scarf around me, so I'm sweating so hard, and I'm like trying to be as fast as possible while also being thorough. And because I'm like, I can't come back, I have to get all the things, and it was so stressful, and I never want to go back. And yeah,
I'll send you a mask so you don't have to wrap a scarf around your face.
There we go. That's better. It was my Harry Potter scarf too. So
Wait, can I go grab some masks and show you really quick?
Yes, do it.
Hold on just a second. I'll be right back.
Yes.
I'm gonna fashion show of masks.
Yay!
So we've got this lovely paisley.
Oh wow, it's so well contoured. Oh wow, fashion.
And they go around. They have bands like this.
Nice. And we should point out that your mom is like a nurse too, so she like knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. So it has an outer filter or an outer like regular material, like cotton material, and the inside is a filter. We've got a couple different kind of filters. We have vacuum filters is one thing. We have quilting fabric is another one that we have, and then another one's like the plasticky kind of filter thing. So one of those goes in each mask, and then the inside is flannel. So that's another layer of protection.
Nice.
And then here's the Harry Potter one.
Oh, that's so cool. Yes. Oh, I love that.
So, and with a red band, and then the flannel is just a tan flannel.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one's like kind of old lady style. Ooh.
Another kind of like
This
cute
one I think is so cute, and it's like 70s looking material.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then it's got a green inside with a pink band. If there's any like Alabama football fans, here's some houndstooth.
Oh, I didn't know that was like an Alabama.
Yeah, Bear Bryant, like he wore it. This is like a little kid's, like, it's got like swirls of pink, and then the inside is like funky.
Oh, that's fun. I assume I don't know if they can be like reversible, really.
No, they can't be.
Oh.
I mean, you could, but like it wouldn't be as protective, so don't do it.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured, but
this is a man's one, so
okay.
It's got a purple inside.
Oh, that's a good purple color.
This one's pretty for like a grandma.
Yeah.
And then it's also got purple inside.
Nice.
There's a different paisley with like turquoise, which is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is also really pretty, which is this one.
Oh yeah.
Green. But yeah, so I'll send you one. And
nice. Oh yay!
That listens wants one.
Mm-hmm.
Find me on social media and send me your address.
Yeah, I went to go check up on my neighbor the other week, who is literally almost 100. Like, she was 92 when I moved in to this apartment 5.5 years ago, and so yeah, she's like at least 97 now. And so I went to go check up on her. So I like rang the doorbell twice. I think she wasn't gonna answer at first, and then I like I went 6 feet back, and I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I'm going to be working from home. So, like, if you need anything, like, I'll be right there. I'd be happy to go to the store for you or whatever. And she's like, oh, you're adorable. Like, I've got stuff. I got family coming through. I'm like, okay. Like, if you're okay with it, I am. Because she was like, stay away, stay back. I'm like, no, I know. I'm like, I'm not going to try and hurt you or get you sick by any means. But, like, because yeah, I was like, I actually waited a little bit longer to ask her, because I was so paranoid about getting her sick. Even though, like, at the time I wasn't sick, but you know, you could be asymptomatic and still be a carrier. And then I turned out I was sick, although I don't know if it was COVID-19. But yeah, I was so paranoid, and I'm like, what if I did get her sick? It's like congrats, you killed history. Like, 100-year-old, it's like cutting down, it's like cutting down the biggest tree in the forest, you know, and you're like,
way to go.
Yeah, that's how I was so paranoid, but I was like, I have to say something, because like, you gotta protect her. And yeah, but yeah, I'm like, oh, at least she's got people taking care of her. Her family like showed up. I was actually, one of our local drag kings was doing a Facebook Live social distance dancing downtown. And so Hank Van Dickerson is his name, wonderful, I'm in love, was doing a whole performance. And so I was trying to go live too at the same time. So I like went outside, and I just like threw on my penguin onesie, and I'm standing in the driveway, like with my phone out, and then someone pulls up in her driveway, and I'm like, I'm normal, I swear. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm gonna go inside now, because it's not letting me go live anyways, so it's cool.
Fun, awkward moments.
Full of that. So today we were going to talk about our celebrity crushes growing up. So I wrote like a list. I don't know. Do you want to start?
I didn't make a list. I was just going to rely on my memory. And so, like, thinking back, like, I don't know. Like how far back am I going? The
I don't know.
first one that I really like remember, I mean, I remember having a crush on just NSYNC. Like not even like a specific NSYNC member, just like NSYNC.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, like I don't think that I watched like real people like TV or movies
Oh
until
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like 14 years old. So it was like all cartoons. So I mean, if you want to talk about cartoon crushes, like Hey Arnold, like what a nice guy. Um,
Yes. I mean, like you're going for like the right things though. So I like that. That's good. Just what a nice
um,
guy.
I mean, a little weird looking, but still like seemed he was like just kind. He was a nice kid.
Yeah.
Doug is another one who was really nice. Tommy Pickles. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I mean, in Rugrats All Grown Up, like I definitely watched that a lot. Um, and I watched Hey Arnold a lot for like the love story too, kind of like,
Mhm.
but like I understood Helga's pining, you know, like
Yeah,
I related to that.
I feel like that's where I got like my dramatic like crushes is from watching Helga, and I'm like because there was this guy like not a celebrity but like real kid that I had a crush on
Mhm,
from like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I was obsessed with this kid, and
mhm,
like I was totally Helga. Like I remember this one time I was watching him. We were on the bus and he rode my bus and he would sit in the seat like behind me and I would watch him in the mirror above the bus driver's head. And
mhm.
then I was so dumb. I didn't realize that he could see me back. It was finally like one day it was like, why do you keep staring at me? He was like, I don't I
What?
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I
And
love it.
then like maybe like a year ago, my niece has my bed that I had, like my bed frame that I had when I was in middle school. And she found that like on the inside underneath the bed, I wrote I heart and then his initials. I don't even remember doing it, but like those like I would just like seriously put on like grab my CD player, put my headphones in on the bus, listen to a romantic song, probably in sync, probably what's that one song? God must have spent a little more
Oh,
time on you.
yes, yep.
And I would just play that song and just watch him in the mirror. So I mean that was my first like crush out, not a celebrity but
I mean, whatever, we can go whatever direction we go. Like, no, because I had a crush that level too, not a celebrity either, but this kid in my class, so I went to a private Christian school growing up, right? I went preschool through 8th grade. So we all had like, everyone knew everyone because it was relatively small classes. And like, I mean, there was probably 20 kids in my 2nd grade class, but it was the only 2nd grade class. So,
Mhm.
like most of us had been going to the school since preschool, and then this kid joined in 2nd grade, and I just remember in like 2nd grade he refused to say the Pledge of Allegiance because it had the phrase under God in it. Like
Mhm.
he was, and at a Christian school, by the
I
way.
was gonna say
Like,
you like that. You went to the school that we taught at, right?
yeah, yep. And so he was so rebellious and so like politically aware that at that age he was already like doing that. And I was so into that. Like, and I realize now like there was clearly a pattern going on. Like I was into the rebellious guys for many years, because you know I was seeking that part in myself, and now that I've kind of found that, now the guys I'm into are a little more mellow. But like, yeah, I think almost every year, like because he went to school with us from 2nd to 6th grade, and I think every year like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade I asked him out, and by asked him out I mean like I wrote the little like index card and put it in his desk. Will you be my boyfriend? Yes, no. It was always a no, but I never stopped. And we were friends. Like, we would talk about things because I was like the smart girl in the class, and he was like one of the smart guys, although he was always in trouble. And yeah, that rebellious spirit, man.
Love that could have been.
Yeah, dude, that kid was troubled, but I think that's why I loved him. And I was also like totally emo and like dramatic about it too.
Let me tell you, like, if anybody from my middle school is listening to this, they will know exactly who I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure like it was also a small school, but the entire school knew that I had a crush on him. But I think that all of my like emotional problems when it comes to relationships come directly from this boy.
Wow.
Because let me tell you this, when we were in 8th grade, I was like, okay, so I had a crush on him. 6th grade, 7th grade, like half of 8th grade, until my friends were finally like, ask him out. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But it was middle school, so I was like, okay, to my like really good friend, I was like, you go ask him out for me.
Oh yeah.
And so she did, and she came back. This is so embarrassing. But she was like, his answer was, if you give him $1 million. I was like,
okay, yeah, that would ruin me.
That's not even the most embarrassing part, Lex.
Oh no.
And so I went home and I got Monopoly out.
Oh no.
And I got as all of the Monopoly money, and I brought it to him.
No.
He still said no.
Oh no. And now like this like making it rain Monopoly money at Magic Mike, like it has so much different meaning now.
My life trajectory just, it's all explained from coming from
it all makes sense now. No, yeah, so for those of you guys who don't know, we went to Magic Mike and literally brought I think it was actually Monopoly Junior money. Like, we sat there and made it rain. He sat there and made it rain every time.
With our like really, really shy friend who was like completely mortified the entire time.
Yes. Oh, it was great. I mean, like, look, did I have some shame for like, and I felt bad for the movie theater employees? Like, yes, but it also was hilarious. So
it was really funny, and we were like 20. We didn't know better.
I know, right? Like, oh, that was classic.
Yeah, that's my like humiliating crush story.
Oh, dude, I mean, I got a couple of those. So this kid in the class, like when he started, of course, all the other girls were into him too, and we had like sort of cliques in the group. So there was like the 3 like popular girls, and then there was the 3 like middle girls, and I was one of like in the middle. Me and my other 2, and then there was like other groups, like I don't remember there were just other girls, whatever. And so the popular girls always dated the popular boys. And so we did a thing every year called the Readathon Sleepover. So we would do the Readathon, where we would like we would go and like you'd have to read, and then you would get like, depending on what grade you were in, like it was per book or per chapter, you would get like a little like thing. Sometimes they did like trains or whatever. And I don't remember the whole goal. You were just trying to get you're trying to read a buttload basically. And then at the end we did a big sleepover. And so like each group would like, it would be like 3rd and 4th grade girls or 2nd and 3rd grade girls or whatever would be in one room. And then the 2nd and 3rd grade boys would be in the next room and whatever, because obviously they had to be separated.
Yeah.
So we would arrange for the girls and boys to kiss secretly. So like 2 different girls wanted to kiss this guy, and so me, like one from one girl from the popular kids group and one girl from my group. Even though I loved him too, but like I had to, show up for my friend because she had said it first, and so
You're the best winged woman.
Yeah, and so we went into the girls' bathroom, and we had the two other popular boys. They were like guards. They were kind of standing around because they couldn't stand outside the girls' bathroom, so they kind of just hung out. And then like we hung out there, and we did that like 2 or 3 different years. Like we did that. I don't know how. Like it wasn't always in the girls' bathroom. One time it was on the playground, but like, yeah, that was a thing that happened at a private.
Sounds scandalous.
Oh yeah, dude, we did so much like the things we did at private school, man. Like we literally like snorted Altoids like at our desk one time. Don't do that, by the way. Like never do that.
I can't like imagine that I would ever come into this situation where I would need to.
Like just in case you need to do it for science or like whatever, like trust me, it burns a lot. It's a mistake. Don't do it. It's also very hard to get like you got to make sure it's like very small because I'm sure that could cause like so many health issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened. Also snorting Pixie Sticks. That wasn't at school as far as I know, but yeah. And then so many other things happened later.
The gateway drugs.
Gateway drugs, like I don't know how many drugs, but yeah, that was the thing. But no, that was like my first like crush. Mm-hmm. And then like in terms of like celebrity crushes, I didn't have any like hardcore ones until like 8th grade, but like I remember having a thing for Cary Ells, the guy who plays Wesley in Princess Bride. Mm-hmm. I think primarily because facial hair, wearing black, and wearing a mask. Like I didn't like him before he became the Dread Pirate Roberts, but like once he got that little like pencil thin mustache, man, like yes, I was into that. And there was a theme because you mentioned NSYNC, and Joey Fatone was the one that I liked because again, facial hair. Uh-huh. I don't know what it was as a kid, but like especially like the like goatee or whatever, like. Mm-hmm.
So do you have a thing for like Guy Fieri?
No, but like it would make sense, right? Because Joey Fatone, like that same like facial hair or whatever.
Oh, you're unfroze.
Okay, yeah, you froze for a second too. Yeah, so no, Joey Fatone was one of them. And yeah, because I honestly, like, I wasn't that aware of boy bands, but how, I don't know if your like kids, the kids in your class did this, but a lot of times girls would like go around and like poll people, and they were like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, and I was like, oh, I don't know, because like I didn't really care that much about mainstream music, like I wasn't paying attention to it at the time, and so I was like, I think the only song like I specifically knew between the two of them was like it was a Backstreet Boys song. So I was like, Backstreet Boys, and then all the popular girls were like, I like NSYNC, and I was like, I mean, I like NSYNC. Sorry, I got him confused. And then I saw a picture, and everyone was in love with Lance and Justin, and I was like, nah, Joey Fatone, baby, like that facial hair. That's what gets me.
See, I think that like I had a crush on Lance Bass, but I think it came from my friend Katie that I met as a freshman in high school. She had a big thing for Lance Bass, so I mean we just kind of like obsessed about him together for a little while. So I think that's where that started. I really liked NSYNC and I liked Backstreet Boys, but I was always more NSYNC throughout middle school, and then when I met Katie, that's when like the crush formed.
Yeah.
She was really into Lance Bass. So
nice. I'm surprised I didn't like Lance Bass because I do seem to fall in love with most gay guys. So yeah. like my first boyfriend was gay. Like that was great. Like lots of hand holding, cuddling, I felt very safe, no pressure to like do anything. It was great to go shopping with. Um,
I did have like a weird like minor crush on Clay Aiken at one time, like right after his American Idol loss. Like that was I mean I still to this day listen to his Measure of a Man CD like religiously, like
oh,
all the way through, at least like once a month. Like
dude, not a crush, but I remember so like me and my cousin Annie, who's like same age as me, best friends like throughout. They literally lived next door to me, so we spent like our entire lives together. And one time we were trying to see how well we could sing, and so we figured out, oh, if we put the headphones on and then let the song play to us, but then we sing and then we give each other feedback, then like all they would hear is our voice. And so I tried to do a Clay Aiken song, but he sings so low and I couldn't, like I still have trouble with this sometimes, like sing at a different octave than him. So I like tried to sing like really low, and Annie's like, it was not good. Like you were too low. What are you doing? Like go on the wings of love. Like I don't know if you remember like the American Idol CDs that would come out. Like
yeah.
That, so he did On the Wings of Love, and so I would try to sing that, but it was like way too low, and I was trying to sing at that octave, and it just like did not work.
There was one song that Clay Aiken sang, and it was something like one of the lyrics was like that you could think of anyone else. Like it was basically just like you're such a narcissist was basically like what it was saying. And me and Katie used to sing that as if we were singing to her drama teacher who she hated.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff. Yes.
So like I specifically remember us being like, think of anyone else.
Yes.
But you would have to have a conscience, baby. Good luck. I wish you well.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good times.
Mm-hmm. No, that actually reminded me of like another crush, because you were talking about like American Idol crushes. David Cook. That was like, do you remember him? David Cook. He was.
The name sounds familiar.
Oh, let me see if I can find him. Yeah, he was. I was madly in love with him. I was going to like. I was definitely going to marry him. I had very graphic thoughts about him because it was like my senior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Share screen. Hello. Okay. Okay. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, no, that was I had like he did this version of Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey, but it was like slowed down and like more minor, and oh my god. Yeah. Like I just remember having like all the inappropriate thoughts about him because, you know, like right outside of high school, you're just like chock full of hormones. It was like the very end of my high school career, and then yeah, dude. David Cook, man. I was like, I'm gonna be famous and I'm gonna meet him and we're gonna be together, and then I'm gonna be on like talk shows and they're gonna ask me about him and I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything, but like he's really hot, wink, like things like that. Like I had it all in my head of what was gonna happen.
Do you remember on American Idol at one season, his name was John Stevens?
Oh, he had that really deep voice. Wasn't he like the big band guy?
Yeah, he did the Sinatra songs and stuff.
Yeah, but he was like really young.
Yeah, can you pull up a picture of him? Because I definitely had a huge crush on him.
Oh, nice.
He was so dorky looking.
Yeah, he was like the nerdiest. Oh, that's not, okay. That's definitely not American Idol here. Oh, God, yeah, because he was like a ginger. Okay. See, I have the thing.
But that's my pattern. Like think of like.
Oh, that's true.
Prince Harry, my
Harry,
current
no,
boyfriend.
You're totally right. Yep. Oh, no, you're totally right. Like I realized that you definitely. Ed Sheeran, yeah. Well, no, because like my brother and my cousin are gingers. I think that just kind of like ruined it for me. Mm-hmm. And I've always liked dark-haired men. One of the people I put on my list, Antonio Banderas, like in Zorro, like I didn't even like see the movie Zorro until like a lot later, but the previews were on everything. And
Mhm.
I just like, I loved him. I love like dark haired, olive skin, dark eyed men, like with that accent and the fucking pencil thin mustache. Like, oh my God, like that just like, like, men with that accent and like even as Puss in Boots. And I was like, I was an adult, I think, by the time Puss in Boots came out, and that still, I was like, that voice though, I'm just saying.
So there were a couple other like celebrities that I mean that I had crushes on in high school, and all from TV shows. Like so there was Chad Michael Murray from One Tree Hill. That was a big one.
I knew a lot of
There
people were
was
him.
there was this guy, I can't remember his name, but there's a show. Have you ever seen the show Everwood?
No, but I've heard of it. I feel like I
His
remember
name was like
talking about it.
Gregory or something Gregory or Gregory something. I can't remember, but I had a big crush on him. And then Chris Pratt was actually on Everwood, and I was obsessed with that show when I was in high school, and nobody knew who Chris Pratt was at this point. Like all he was on was Everwood, and I had this huge crush on him. And when I was my first couple years of college, me and my college roommate got a fish, and we named it after his character in Everwood, which was named Bright. And we named our fit, but we thought it would be cute to name it Mr. something. So our fish name was Mr. Bright. So, like we loved Chris Pratt, and nobody knew who he was. And then suddenly he like got Parks and Rec and like the Marvel stuff, and he like blew up and everything. But
You liked him before he was cool.
Bright on Everwood.
I feel like I remember seeing pictures of him on that, like after the fact. But yeah. No, actually, did you ever watch The OC?
Yeah.
Benjamin McKenzie, like the main
Yes!
guy. Oh my God.
Everybody liked Adam Brody, but Benjamin McKenzie, like,
yes, it was
so cute.
Yes, and so like, because he's got that like, oh, what is the like the strong, silent, like tortured soul.
Soul.
Oh God, those always got me. Yes, I love a man that I want to fix, like that. Yes, I definitely had that pattern for sure. That was so like rebel and then tortured soul. Like oh man, that was all through like high school. That was a thing for me.
Man,
like,
he was so cute.
And I used to get like magazines and like so like when fangirling began, like the level of fangirl, my first fangirl level crush was Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean. Not as Legolas, but from Pirates, like Will Turner, yes. Because again, dark hair, dark eyes, puffy shirt. Like these are my things. And yeah, I was obsessed with him. Like my whole family knew, and like for Christmas, my cousin got me like the cardboard cutout. It was a life-size Legolas, which I mean,
you're like, no, this is not right.
This is not the one I want, but I'll take it because it's still Orlando Bloom. Yeah, no, like he was. That was mine, but like I would get all the magazines and like cut them out and make collages, and so I had like endless collages. And like so Benjamin McKenzie was definitely one that featured, but like Orlando Bloom for sure, and then like basically the entire cast of Lord of the Rings at one point, like Elijah Wood for sure.
I had a crush on Elijah Wood. I remember that.
Oh, and Daniel Radcliffe,
obviously.
Yeah, by the third movie or whatever. And I remember, I've told you this. Oh, we actually talked about it in one of the other podcasts. But yeah, like I used to imagine him singing Daniel Bedingfield songs to me, and like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but those Daniels, man.
Yeah. Well, and we have to talk about my longest standing celebrity crush for 16 years and still counting. And my Facebook status recently said this, but every day that I'm not married to Milo Ventimiglia is a day wasted.
I was just writing it down. I was like, oh, it's not pulling up. there. I was trying to write it down. So Milo Ventimiglia. I was like, I can tell you what it is before she finishes it. But yeah, yes.
I mean, that's who my dog's named after. So
That's right. It's so funny. Like I do know that, but I remember when you first suggested the name Milo, because there was a couple other names that you had in the running, and there was one of the other ones that I preferred. But like at the time, I didn't connect the Milo Ventimiglia to Milo, because you need the whole name for it to be like that. Because I feel like the name Milo is not hot, but Milo Ventimiglia is like so hot. Yeah.
And I think that like a lot of people really liked Milo Ventimiglia like on Gilmore Girls, because he was also like the bad boy. You haven't seen Gilmore Girls, have you?
No, I know it's one of those on the list that I like need to watch, but yeah.
But he was like the bad boy in that show, like this rebel who showed up in town, and like but he also like read a lot of books, so he was like smart and like deep and everything. So you're like, oh, Jess, like what a perfect man. And then like he ends up like, I won't spoil it, but like he comes back, it's just a whole big thing.
Okay.
He's like that perfect character. And then he like left Gilmore Girls, and then people just didn't think about him anymore, and it was like a really long time that he did anything else that was like popular. And people just like, they were like, okay, yeah. Oh, he was in Heroes. I forgot about that. He was also.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But then like between all of these shows, like nobody like cared about him, but I still cared about him.
You remembered.
I mean, I have that picture of myself. Can I share my screen? Hold on, let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Let me get to this picture and show it to you guys. But can you still see me when I'm not in the screen? Okay. So I have this picture that I photoshopped of myself. Let me find it.
I'm gonna put on the sweater and Bames will come sit with me, I think.
But I mean, basically the like point of this is that I photoshopped myself into a picture with Milo Ventimiglia when nobody even cared who he was.
I remember seeing that picture though. I'm sure you've shown me on multiple occasions, or I've seen it on your Facebook shared, but I do remember that.
It's like the worst Photoshop job that anyone's ever done in the history forever.
I remember the depth of that crush. One of mine, as you know, Tom Hiddleston.
I remember that when we were deep into that one.
It's not quite as long-standing. It's since Thor Ragnarok. I have this thing where like I get introduced to something and then I go 200%. And Tom Hiddleston was definitely one of those where like my friend was like, "Oh, dude, the guy who plays Loki, Tom Hiddleston." And then I like noticed him. He just like, I realized like, oh, and then the rabbit hole, and just like, it just went downhill from there, nonstop, like obsessed. Oh, like those cheekbones, jawbone.
Yeah, like I really remember that.
I remember, like I wrote like a list. Oh, Taylor Lautner. Nice.
Okay, yeah. So this isn't my Milo Ventimiglia one, but this is Taylor Lautner. This is my terrible photo. Oh, it looks like you commented.
Nice.
I don't know if you actually believe that, if you were just playing with my emotions, but
I mean, I definitely believe you. Like, you would never make something up like that. You know how important it is. No, Tom Hiddleston was one, because I made like a list internally of like, okay, what are all my celebrity crushes, and like my top 5 at the time, like the things that they have in common are like they're all tall, like over 6 feet tall, mostly not American, and what is it, at least 5 years older than me, and woke, like just they understand social issues and are good people. Because like that list was Trevor Noah's number one. He still is like
That's like
one
the
of my
current
favorites.
like obsession.
Yes, yeah, still definitely gonna get married to him. Then Jensen Ackles was another top. Like he's from Supernatural.
Mhm.
Like he's just one of those guys who's just like he's kind of perfect in a lot of ways. Like there's other people on my list where I can understand why some people might not be into them, but I feel like Jensen Ackles is just like he's got so many things that just his bone structure. He's so symmetrical. Like, but Jensen Ackles, even though he is technically American, but Tom Hiddleston, Kit Harington, he doesn't fit the tall requirement, but also like British and hot. Like, I mean, Jon Snow, he fits the tortured, rebellious type, like dark curly hair, and dark eyes and facial hair. Like those are all my things. Yeah, but and then like other current. I wrote down like other current celebrity crushes, which like some of them I feel like a lot of my crushes now are like less celebrity and more like sort of YouTube, like they're kind of celebrity, but like YouTube people, like things that not everyone would know.
Yeah. Like I probably wouldn't know.
Yeah, like a lot of them are on my like wall over here. Let me see if I can. Oh, I gotta turn. Never mind. It's not gonna work with the background. I'll do it later. It's fine. But no, like okay, looking at it. So where's the people? Well, like I've kind of had like half crushes on Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning. I'll show you pictures.
I remember them. We watched the videos of them this summer, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So Rhett and Link, Shane Top, and from Smosh, let's find like well, okay, he looks kind of douchey in some of the pictures, but like he's not. He's actually like a really wait, I'm not sharing, sorry. Like he's like he's so very attractive. And then his best friend Damien Haas, like I have like mad crushes on them. They were both used to be on like the Disney Channel together. And so another like dark hair, dark eyes, it's a thing. But yeah, those two I've had like mad crushes on. Like I'm not polyamorous, but like if those two ever wanted to be in like a throuple, like I would consider it. They're already best friends, so it's just like one more step. Like it's a thing.
It could happen.
It could definitely happen. Like, yeah, but those two, because they're both like they're so woke and sensitive boys, and they're also just freaking hilarious and also very attractive and successful, and like yeah, just all these things.
I have like a nameplate on my desk at work that says "Stay woke" to remind
yes myself. That's important. It's good. Like it's one of the things on my list.
Current like celebrity crushes, I mean, always Milo Ventimiglia, obviously, and then also always Prince Harry.
Yes.
Like it's just like it's really, I don't know if Milo Ventimiglia has any kind of like long-term partner or anything, but now that Prince Harry is married with a child, like it's seriously hard for me to wake up every day knowing that I don't have that like possibility out there.
That's fair.
It's like it's just like really hard. Like knowing that Meghan Markle is his wife and mother of his child. But it's okay. I'll survive. But then like Ed Sheeran also got married. So what are you gonna do? Maybe it just is proof that me and Milo Ventimiglia are meant to be.
I don't know if I should tell you this, but you know that Milo Ventimiglia is married to Mandy Moore, right?
No.
Like, yeah, no, like for real.
No, not.
Yeah, he is.
Only on This Is Us.
No, like in real life, Milo.
No, not.
Yeah, oh my God.
Mandy Moore is married to somebody else.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all about his dating life. Okay. I'm pulling it up on.
He's not. I guarantee you he's not.
I swear to God he was. No, but it's
He
not
used to
showing
date
up.
Alexis
Okay.
Bledel, like a long time ago.
I swear that they were married.
Nuh-uh. Mandy
Oh.
Moore's like married to, or she was married to some guy, and then he was kind of like a jerk, and then she remarried to another guy.
Okay. No, you're right. It's not. Okay. Yeah, dated Alexis Bledel, Hayden Panettiere. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, you're right. I swear I saw somewhere that they were married. Okay. So I'm
This is us. It's okay.
I mean, you would know. That's why
Why would you do me that way, Alexis?
Sorry. Well, I mean, like, look, I used to hate Mandy Moore. But I when she first became a thing. One, I think partly because of her role in Princess Diaries, but like I also like I just hate everyone who's like I always used to hate everyone who was like young and successful because that's what I wanted to be. Like I hated Taylor Swift when she first became a thing because she was like the same age as me and like successful and rich, and I was like, damn it, that's my thing. And so yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know my feelings about Mandy Moore, and you know my feelings about Taylor Swift. So they're both.
No.
I was actually talking to my group chat the other day about Mandy Moore, and I was like, I don't know for sure, but I think that I might love Mandy Moore either more or just as much as Taylor Swift. Like, I'm not gonna make any like rash announcements or anything, but I'm like, my heart is starting to feel that way a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just warning you.
Oh no, I love her. I fully accepted her now. Like, because I mean, I always loved Candy. Like, that's like one of the best pop songs like ever, in my opinion.
I'm for you.
I'm missing you like candy, dude. Like, and then she's got the line like, "I'll be forever yours, love always, Mandy," and it rhymes with candy. Like, no one else can sing that song. Like,
Yeah.
how? Like, you just put your signature on it. Like, that's just it's majestic. Like, and it's so catchy, and she just nailed it. So no, I love that song, and I like Mandy Moore. So
And I do know somebody that you hate that I love though.
Oh, who's that?
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, yes. I mean, like, I like some of her songs. I just like I don't know. I think because like my best friends growing up were both blonde and I was brunette, and so I think and I just like being a brunette and in a world growing up where like blondes are always like the hot thing. Like I think that I just grew to hate like all attractive blondes because I was like, you just like them because they're blonde and it's not me. And
I always grew, and I like love all attractive blondes.
mm-hmm.
Like, attractive blonde women are like my favorite things.
And see that I like instantly hate them, and like I get over it. Like I know I'm being irrational. Like I have no reason to hate Carrie Underwood. I just have like since the beginning. Like I think it's just she's too pretty and too talented, and that makes me hate her. And so
and you know who my irrational person that I hate is, right?
I'm pretty sure you're not going to surprise me, but I can't think of it at the moment.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. No, she's like mine too.
Blah.
Yeah. No, she's like numero uno on the list. And now I have more reasons to, but I hated her before I had reason. Like I just.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm like. You people might hate her now, but I hated her way back.
Yeah. I hated her before it was cool. Like, yeah. No, like I've always had an issue with her, and I have friends who like love her, but I know a lot of women who have had issues with Scarlett Johansson for a long time. Like I feel like I've met a lot of people like that. And so I just feel like, we have good intuition and there's something about that.
Yeah,
so.
She's not making good choices.
Mm-hmm.
ScarJo.
It's true. All right. Well, I mean, I could talk about my hates and loves forever. I think we're about an hour now. So That's
Can I
usually
wait, can I read this email that I just got really quick?
yes.
It like I almost cried. Hold on, let me check if I can remember what my phone password is. It says it's from one of my students, and it says, Jones, I miss you. I miss your heckin' class. You better believe me when I say I will be bugging you all next school year if we even go. Who heckin' knows? Not me, that's for sure. Anywho, I hope you're having a swell time. Smiley face.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, my heart.
And this girl's like so quiet and like shy in class that I like had no idea that she liked me. So I just like assume that anybody who like doesn't like talk to me is like they don't like me. And
Right,
so
right.
like, oh my gosh, because I think she's so sweet. And then now I feel so good about myself.
Oh, I love the term heckin' though. That's also just like great. Yeah, the We Rate Dogs uses that all the time. They're like
Yeah, they do.
like a good and yeah, just my heart. It's just so pure. I love that. As someone who curses like a sailor, like I really appreciate when someone's just like pure like that because I can never achieve that.
Sweet.
All right. Well, let's sign off for the evening unless there's any other crushes you want to throw out there.
I don't think so. I think we covered them all.
The other ones that I have are people you wouldn't know either. It's from the D&D show I watch, Fantasy High. I love the DM purely because of his storytelling and ability and wokeness. And one of the other players, but again, you don't know who they are, so it's fine. But yeah, we did it. All the crushes, Tiger King, all our loves and hates, all the good things.
My embarrassing Monopoly money story.
Dude, I'm gonna have to like write down my embarrassing stories because I have several of those. So I'm gonna have to like think of those. Maybe we can do another one like that.
Yeah, an embarrassing moment episode.
Oh God, yeah, I got so many. All right, thanks for hanging out, everyone, for episode 3 of You've Got Melex. Have a good night.